Welcome to this short video on NetFort LANGuardian and Solarwinds Orion integration. My name is Darrell Delaney. I'm Head of Technical Services here at NetFort Technologies. So the theme of this video is around monitoring users, keeping the network perimeter secure, and data network compliance. So just before I show you a short demo, I just want to talk about a typical network. Well, I suppose if there is such a thing. Although a lot of our networks out there, we'll have our LAN, our internal network, where we have our users who log on, they connect to web servers, applications, databases, file shares. We may then have an internal firewall which links in our perimeter network, or more commonly known as our DMZ. And within here we host services such as public-facing web servers, or services such as VPN access for external users. Then we have our perimeter firewall, which then links us to the outside world. Now at this point here around the perimeter, we may want to focus around things like the bandwidth usage here. We may have limited capacity here, maybe 10, maybe 100 megabits of bandwidth on our internet connection, so we need to keep an eye on that. But we also need to keep a very close eye on what activity is coming in and out the network. And we need to take a look at it from an intrusion detection point of view and also network behavior analysis. And finally, for within our LAN here, we just need to bear in mind as well if we have any compliance or regulatory requirements we must adhere to. So we must make sure, whether it comes to Windows file share auditing, maybe database monitoring, maybe it's general network monitoring, that we have got tools in place that allow us to pass any compliance or regulatory type scenarios. Okay, well, let's take a look at a combination of the LANGuardian and the Solarwinds Orion system in use. We are now logged on to the Solarwinds Orion Network Performance Manager. So I haven't done much here with the default homepage. We've still got the sample map, but I have added a number of dashboards here. The first one I want to click on is the User Activity Dashboard. So this information here is being gathered from the network by the LANGuardian system, and it's being presented here within the Solarwinds views. So here we can see the top users on our network based on the amount of bandwidth they're generating. So Bill here in customer support has generated 1.62 gigabytes of data in the last hour. So we can drill down from here and try and understand, well, what is Bill doing. So actually in Bill's case it's mostly web traffic. Let's do further analysis here and find out what's been happening. So we just click on the total. We don't need to leave the Orion environment here. We can do our analysis within these elements. So Bill here has actually been on YouTube, so he must be watching some videos. And we can do that for any of the users within this top user drill down. We also have here top departments. So sales department is the most active department at the moment when it comes to data volumes. 2 users within sales. One here, Leslie. We can start drilling down and finding out what Leslie's been doing on our network. Again, a lot of web traffic. And let's do some analysis here. And again, Leslie's actually on YouTube as well. Over towards the right hand side here, we've got our intrusion detection and network behavior analysis, but we've got it here with usernames. So Fred here is generating priority 1 events. Let's have someone do some analysis here. So actually he's possibly spam originating from his PC, and he's also running peer-to-peer applications. So he may have downloaded some malware and his PC needs to be checked. Finally, this element down here looks at the top users based on web traffic, or what websites people are accessing. So Danny here has been on Facebook. Let's do some quick analysis, see what's happening. So he's actually been browsing some profile here within Facebook. Second dashboard we've got here, view we've got created, is our compliance dashboard. Let's take a look at that. So we've got a couple of elements here which focus on the HIPAA requirement around file share auditing. So in this particular one here, it's showing all file activity on our network. So this is looking at if users moving documents around. Actually, we have some people moving MP3 files around. And let's see where they're storing those. We just click on the total here. They're actually being stored in the finance server within a folder called music. And it's actually just been created. Drill down and we get the actual date and time that file was added to the network. We've got emails here grouped by users. So this is SMTP emails. So the LANGuardian has a SMTP decoder, so we can take SMTP traffic and we can extract out of that the from to subject line of emails. So Peter here is sending some dodgy looking email, master degrees with no efforts. We can drill down. So it's originating from this system here from 2, and we've got subject line as well. Here we've more file share monitoring, but it's focusing here on just on particular folders on our network. So here we have Wendy here. She's accessing some sales information. We can drill down and see what she's doing with that. She's actually deleted it from the network, so we can see here the action is delete. Let's find out when she deleted it from the network. So she deleted it here at 1700 on the 23rd of the 3rd. And we're also showing here within our HIPAA dashboard, we're showing Microsoft SQL Server activity. Again, this is done using our DPI engine within the LANGuardian. So we've got Andrea here who's connecting some SQL servers, and she's updating, looks like she's updating some fields there, some tables within the, looks like it's within the sales database. Finally, I've got an internet gateway dashboard. Got quite a few elements on that because it's such a critical part of our network. So on this one here, we're looking at what is coming through our firewall. So if we remember back from the network diagram, we want to take a look at what's coming into our network. So it looks like we have some inbound SQL traffic here, and information is got quite easily by using a special filter. We just show all traffic originating from clients that are outside of our network, which are connecting to resources inside our network. So that's shown on the screen at the moment. So let's take a look here then at the SQL traffic. Let's find out where it's originating from. That is an external IP address. Let's see what they're connecting to. So they're actually connected to a server which is hosted within our DMZ, and they're downloading and uploading and downloading data to that SQL server. Most popular websites, took a look at some of that earlier on. Here we have our intrusion detection and network behavior analysis all on one screen. Again, we have the option to drill down. Something probably worth checking here. Looks like there's configure worm being detected. We could drill down and find out about that. We don't allow peer-to-peer in this network. So here we have some users connected to Pirate Bay. Looks like we might be looking for some music files there. We could drill down and find out who they are and what they're doing. They're also connecting to some file sharing sites on our network here. Looks like they're downloading a film in pieces here. So these are RAR files coming from rapidshare.com. Finally, over towards the right hand side, we have the most active users downloading through the proxy. So Bill here has been on megaupload.com, and he's downloaded over almost 500 megabytes in the last hour. Finally, we also, because we have to allow some Facebook activity through our firewall here, some users have a legitimate reason to access Facebook, so we're just keeping a close eye on what people are doing within Facebook. In this case here, it looks like a lot of users on our network are accessing the same profile within Facebook. Something we might want to check out. So everything we need to know about the internet connection here, whether it's bandwidth, intrusion detection, or actually analysis of the web traffic, we can see it all here from this SolarWinds view. Okay, well that's it for this particular video. So keep an eye on our channel, and we'll be publishing more videos on the LANGuardian Solarwinds integration.